What's up, folks? The Sportsbook Killa UFC Fight Night Barboza versus Leron Murphy this Saturday, May 18th. Don't miss it. We're going to start off with the main event, the featherweights. Edson Barboza going up against Leron Murphy. Leron Murphy's undefeated. Edson Barboza, he's been around. He's a UFC veteran. He's fought all the best of them. He's good, very fast strikes, very good switch kicks. I'm going to lean Leron Murphy because their styles are very similar. But Leron Murphy is the younger fighter. Looks like he may be the hungrier fighter. Edson Barboza's 38 years old. He still can fight now. He still can fight. I wouldn't bet too heavy on Leron Murphy, but I will take him for this fight right here. I will put something on him. He's not one of my stronger picks, but I think it'll come down to the last round. I think that, well, the last two rounds, rather. I think that whoever runs out of gas first is going to be the one that loses, and Barboza has a tendency to run out of gas right around the beginning of the third round. He's usually exhausted toward the end of the second round. So I'm going to go with the younger fighter, Leron Murphy, here to win. I'm going to take the over 1.5 round prop and the over 2.5 round prop, and I may even toss a little something over 3.5 round prop. Next fight, we got the welterweights. Chaos Williams going up against Carlston Harris. I like Chaos Williams in this one. I won't bet too heavy on him either because Carlston Harris's ground game is the real deal. He choked out Jeremiah Wells. This guy's good with his jiu-jitsu, very good. But Chaos Williams is good with those hands. And if he lands, he will put Carlston Harris to sleep. So I'm going to go with Chaos Williams. I'm going to just put a little something on him. And I'm going to take a chance and do the bet that the fight starts the second round, and I also do that prop bet that the fight starts the third round. I'll throw a little something on all those bets. Chaos Williams and the fight starting the third round and the fight starting the second round. Next fight, we got the bantamweights. Adrian Yanez going up against Vinicius Salvador. Adrian Yanez has let me down in his last few fights. He's gotten knocked out. He's a good fighter. Very good fighter. He's a jiu-jitsu black belt, very hard punching. He has fast hands. However, he's almost a 4-1 favorite over Vinicius Salvador. I don't like those odds there. But I will say I'm going to take Adrian Yanez here to win. I'm going to take the over 1.5 round prop, and I'm going to take the over 2.5 round prop. Next fight, we got the women's strawweight division. We got Luana Pinheiro going up against Angela Hill. Angela Hill is 39 years old, but she can still do it. She has to be careful with Luana Pinheiro because Luana is a judo black belt. She's a jiu-jitsu purple belt. She's a silver medalist in wrestling. So in a national silver medalist, though. Let's not get it twisted. And she has a phenomenal ground game, very good takedowns. Angela Hill's boxing is good. Her cardio's good. And she's a very versatile striker. She can throw kicks, strikes. She's just an all-around mixed martial artist. It's hard to take her down, and Pinheiro doesn't have the best takedowns. She has good takedowns, but not the better takedowns of more elite grapplers. So I'm going to lean Angela Hill on this one. Can't get too crazy about it. Most of my money will go on the overs. I'm going to bet that the fight lasts over 1.5 rounds and over 2.5 rounds. And if I have to pick a winner, I'll take Angela Hill to win. Next fight, we got the welterweights. Very interesting fight. People are going to think I'm crazy, but we got Themba Gorimbo going up against Ramiz Brahima. Now, this is a very interesting fight because you have two fighters that are very alike. They like to fight the same way. They both love to grapple. They both have relentless grappling. Both of them have good ground games. Both of them can punch pretty good. However, the caveat to this is one has cardio issues. Themba Gorimbo has serious cardio issues. Roughly around the round and a half mark, he tends to start to fade. And he's actually not going up against somebody who fears his grappling this time. He's going up against a guy who can grapple, who likes to be on the ground. So I'm going to lean Ramiz Brahima and take the upset on this one. Yeah, I'll take the upset, and I'll also take the prop bet that the fight starts the second round. So I'll be going with Ramiz Brahima for the upset here, and fight start the second round. Next fight, we got the middleweights, Abus Magomedov. I like this guy. This guy has very strong kicks. He comes out so strong and so powerful. phenomenal leg kicks. I mean, hard kicks, hard strikes. He's good, real good. But right around the end of the second round, this guy usually has absolutely nothing left. And I lost money betting on him the last time when he ran out of gas against Sean Strickland, and Sean Strickland just KO'd him. I think it was in the second round. Sean Strickland weathered the storm, took all the teep kicks, took all the leg kicks, and then put him out in the next round. He's fighting Warley Alves. Warley Alves is a 3-time Brazilian kickboxing champ in his own right. He's a pressure fighter. He's a jiu-jitsu black belt. He has a nasty guillotine choke, and if he catches Abu Senate, it's going to be hard for him to escape that thing. He actually choked out Kobe Covington earlier in his career with that guillotine choke. I'm going to take the upset because I can't bet on Magomedov. He tends to run out of gas a little too much for me. I can't put my confidence in him. He more than likely probably will win if he doesn't gas too much in the third round. If he can just dance around and stay away from Alves, he probably will win, but I can't bet on him. I'm going to go with Alves and take my chance on the upset here. I won't put too much on him, but I will put him in one parlay and see what Mr. Alves does and see if he can pull off this upset. Next fight, we got the lightweights. Victor Martinez going up against Tom Nolan. Victor Martinez, jiu-jitsu black belt. He's a very hard puncher. Both of these guys are new to the UFC. Both of these guys got knocked out their first UFC fight. So I'm going to go Tom Nolan because he's going to look like a giant in there. He's 6'3", and as a lightweight, he's going to look huge. And I'm going to take a chance and go with the fight start in the second round. So I'll take Tom Nolan to win, and the fight starts the second round. Next fight, we got the women's bantamweight division. Tamiris Vidal going up against Melissa Gatto. This fight is pretty much almost, I can assure you probably, that this fight will be boring. I don't care too much for either one of these fighters. I don't see the fight being exciting. I don't see anything happening in this fight that makes me say, I really got to sit down and make sure I watch this. But what I do find interesting is the over 1.5 round prop and over 2.5 round prop. I'll take that. May even throw a little something on the fight going the distance, but I will not pick a winner in this one because who knows? Who knows? Neither fighter has impressed me. I looked at all their past fights, and I just don't see anything that says bet on this one or bet on that one. I'm going to roll with the distance and the fight going over 1.5 rounds and over 2.5 rounds. Next fight, we got the women's strawweight division. Pretty much same situation. We got Piera Rodriguez going up against Ariana Canalosi. Same thing. I looked at both fighters. Boring. I don't see much happening. I can't put my money on either one of these fighters. So once again, I'll bet the over 1.5 round prop, over 2.5 round prop, and throw a little something on the fight going the distance. Next fight, we got Clayson Rodriguez going up against Alatang Weli. This I do want to see. Alatang Weli is a former freestyle wrestler with serious KO power, and he can box. Clayson Rodriguez, he's a hard puncher. He got a weak ground game, but he has very strong kicks. So this is going to be a pretty interesting fight here. They're almost evenly, as far as the money line goes, they're almost even. The odds are leaning a little bit closer, more in Rodriguez's favor. I'm going to roll with Alatang Weli for the upset. I am, and I'm going to take a bet that the fight starts the second round, and I'm going to throw a little something on the fight starting the third round. But Alatang Weli is my pick. Next fight, we got the women's strawweight division again. Vanessa Demopoulos going up against Emily Ducote. I'm going to roll with Emily Ducote. This should be an interesting fight because Demopoulos, for her to be almost a 3-1 underdog, I don't see it. She fights okay. She just doesn't set up her punches, but she doesn't jab her way in, then throw the power. She comes in firing power. But at least she comes in throwing something. She'll make the fight interesting, that's for sure. Demopoulos is a jiu-jitsu brown belt. She has really solid takedown defense, but her boxing's just weak because, like I said, she doesn't lead in with her jab. She comes in throwing power. Emily Ducote, she's a jiu-jitsu black belt. She has really good boxing, and she has really good cardio. And she also has excellent takedown defense. But I'm going to lean Emily Ducote. She's a 3-1 favorite in this one. I'm going to go with her to win, and I'll take the prop bet that the fight starts. That the fight lasts over 1.5 rounds and that the fight lasts over 2.5 rounds. Next fight, we got the light heavyweights. Umar Sy going up against George Tokos. I'm rolling Umar Sy. It's both of these guys' UFC debut. I wouldn't put too much on this fight, but I will lean Umar Sy. He has really good wrestling. That's pretty much all he does. As soon as the fight starts, he comes in, throws his hands up, and starts diving at legs. He usually gets the takedown, and he usually just mauls his opponent. And it usually takes him a while. So I'm going to bet that the fight starts the second round, and I'm going to bet that the fight starts the third round. So Umar Sy is the pick. Fight start the second round, fight start the third round. Good luck this Saturday, folks. Looking forward to this fight card. It doesn't look like it's going to be too strong, but 2 pick parlays, folks. Try no more than 3 pick parlays. Get to the money. Y'all take care.